Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing this look for you, and it's a requested look from my friend Laura again, and it's a Kristen Stewart look that I think she wore it to an award ceremony or something like that. So I'll insert the picture so you can see exactly what I'm looking for. So it's really sort of brown and smoky, and it's really dramatic, but I love it. So getting straight into it, on the face I have got this, which is the Collection 2000 Shimmer Shades in Blushalicious, and I've just kind of swirled all four colours together to make one colour. And as a highlighter I am wearing my Soft and Gentle Mineralised Skin Finish from MAC. So to begin the eyes you want to use a primer, so I've got the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and you're just going to apply this to the lid. Now you want to make sure that you've got a good base underneath all of this, because as it's so dark you just want to be sure that all the colours are going to stay put. So you also want to run some underneath, the same principle, as again you don't want to be looking like panda eyes, and then look up as you blend it in. And so the first colour I am going to use is this one here. It's a Barium Dazzle Dust, it's number 39, and I'm pretty sure it's called Tan. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it's called Tan. So you're just going to pick this up, and this is going to go on the inner third of the eye. So you're just going to start it here, you're just going to pat it on, because again it's quite fallout happy. And you're going to make it into kind of like a diagonal shape. So you're just going to take it for about midway from the centre of the lid all the way down, and then meet it up with the inner third. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to fill this space here in. So for the next colour I'm going to be kind of chopping and changing between a couple of palettes today. So the first palette I'm going to take is Urban Decay Naked Palette, and I'm going to take this one here. This one's called Buck, and you're just going to pick it up on a blender brush, and this is just going to be placed right above the tan colour just to blend it out slightly. It's just going to give it a transitional blend. And then you can also just take the blending brush and blend it across the lid slightly. And then the next colour I am going to take is from the NARS Tokyo palette, which looks like this, and I am just going to mix these two colours here together. It's only going to be, just dropped it, it's okay. Poor palette, are you okay? Are you okay? Okay, I think I'm okay. Let's continue. So I'm just going to take these two colours here from the Tokyo palette, and again with the blender brush, I'm just going to swipe into the lighter colours slightly, then the darker colour, then tap off the extra, and I'm just going to place this in the crease area. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a rock in the sort of crease line, just to give this a transitional colour for the colour we're going to place next. So the colour we are going to place next is from the Sleek original palette, but I think this is in pretty much all the palettes. It's this one here, it's just the black one, but as you can see it's the original palette, and it's just this black one here. Now this is very fallout happy as well. As I was doing this eye, it decided to fall out all over the place, and I had to take all my face makeup off and start again. So I'm going to try and do this without fallout this time. So what you want to do is, I'm just taking it on a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to press this right up against the lash line at the moment to begin with. And you're just going to make sure that that's as close to the lash line as you can get. Now you can do this in whatever stages you want. You can work on the blending areas first and then fill in the gaps, or you can fill the gap and then do the blending. So I'm just going to blend this seam first. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this in a diagonal angle again where we placed our tan. You're just going to butt it right up against it, and then once you're happy with the shape, you're just going to blend it together. So you can do that however you find blending easiest, whether it's patting, sweeping, swiping, whatever you find easiest. That needs a little bit more blending, but I think I'll come back to it later. And then I'm just going to take some more of the black, and this is going to be placed over the rest of the lid, going up towards the socket and crease. So we're getting a nice black colour. You want it to be a true black colour, not so that it blends out into a grey or anything like that. You want it to make sure it's a full-on black. And then just taking it on the edge of the bristles, I'm just going to put it into this crease area where we've already placed the colours from the NARS palette, and it's just going to go in small circles and you're just going to lift it up into the socket area. So try and make sure you're even on both sides. So you just want to make sure you sort of place it in the same areas on both sides. So you're just going to keep on blending through until you're happy with the blend. We'll be doing a bit more blending later on anyway, so it's all good. And I think that looks about even. So going back with the tan colour from Barry M, I'm just going to blend this colour in slightly more in the diagonal line that we have previously placed. So we're just going to make this blend through slightly more. And I'm just going to take the blending brush and just blend this out slightly to give it less harsh of a line. But like I said, there's going to be more colours placed there in a moment. Now you want to take it quite far out to the outer corner here, just because we're going to make it quite extended and rounded. So that should be about right. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more black to even myself up to the other side. So I'm just going to place that here and lift the outer corner. And then going back to the Naked palette, and the same colour as before, which is Buck, I'll show it to you again, which is this one here. We're just going to place this directly above all this black, so it just blends out the black. In the picture it's kind of maybe a slightly darker brown that it blends out with, but I want to blend it out with the Buck because it will match quite well with the tan colour. You can pretty much use any brown tones you want for this. It doesn't have to be this particular brown or anything like that. Once you've placed some with the pencil brush, I'm just going to go back with my blending brush and I'm just going to blend that all through kind of nicely. So it's a nice gradient from black to the Buck colour. And then I'm going to take a small shader brush back to the Sleep palette, to the black, and this is just going to be placed on the outer corner, and you're just going to sort of swipe it back and forth and take it to about halfway in, which is about there, and you're just going to smoke it down slightly, not too much, and we're just going to connect it up at the corner here so it's a nice rounded shape. So you're just going to place it to whatever distance down the eye you think is comfortable for your eye shape. Going back with the blender brush, I'm just going to blend this corner out as it's a bit harsher than the rest. It's all about the blending really, to be honest. And then taking a pencil brush and the Buck again. I told you I was going to be switching between palettes. So taking the Buck again, I'm just going to blend this right underneath that lower colour, lower lash colour. You're also going to just want to take that around the corner here, and again back with the blender brush you're just going to do exactly the same with the same colour, small circles all the way around. Look up if it's more comfortable, like so. And then I'm just going to take the little smudge brush and pick some of the Buck up on that as well, and then that's just going to help it all blend out. Help the lower lash blend. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to take my shader brush and just wipe it off on the back of my hand to get any of the excess colour that's already on there off. And I'm going to mix these two colours together from the NARS palette, and I'm just going to take a little bit of the lighter colour in the corner and then a tiny bit of the silver. Now I'm just going to place this on the inner third of the lower lash line, and this is just going to give a nice kind of light base for the next colours. So the next two colours I'm going to take are a mixture of Sin and Buck, which are these two here from the Naked palette, and these are going to be placed right on top of the silvers we've just picked up. So this is just going to go directly on top of it and blend it in with the black. And then I'm just going to pick up some of the lightest colour in the Naked palette, which is Virgin. This is just going to go on our very inner corner, so just here, to brighten all that up. And then I'm just going to take my blending brush with a tiny bit more buck, and I'm just going to blend this all around the top part of the eye and underneath to the black, just to make sure it's all nicely blended. And then the final colour I'm going to take for a highlight is this one here from the NARS palette. It's just a really kind of off-white colour. And this is just going to be placed as our highlight, so at the highest point of our arch, and then all around to blend all the colours in. So that's the shadows done. So that was a lot of chopping and changing, but it's all good, it's done now. So for eyeliner I'm going to take the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in 0. This is just going to go along the top lash line. You don't have to make it thick because there's so much black on the eye already. You really don't need a lot of liner. You can just do the under part as well in the waterline, and then you're going to do the lower waterline as well all the way along, like so. And then for mascara I have got my usual suspects. I have got the two Clinique ones, and they're both black, and you're just going to apply these to the look now as well. Okay, so that's it for the eyes. So for the lips it's kind of like a neutral pinky colour. So I have got the Collection 2000 Precision Lip Liner, and this is in number 12, Pink Heaven. And you're just going to line and fill in the lips with this. Okay, and then for lip gloss I have got the MUA lip gloss, and this is in shade number 3. This is just going to go on top of the lip liner, and it will give us a nice kind of pinky neutral look. And that is the look complete. So yeah, it's really dark and smoky and brown. I would suggest you wear it more of a nighttime look than a daytime look, but each to their own, no judgment, all preferences are your own. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and until my next video, I shall see you all soon. Bye!